The question we're asking today is, who do you feel most encompasses the modern professional rugby player? And we'll start with you, Martin. Who would you say?
I think despite the sort of injury problems, I think in England, particularly in my experience, I think Johnny really set the standard in terms of his training and his dedication. I can remember going to 2003 World Cup camp, thinking I was in good shape and thinking I was doing the right things, and seeing him especially training and thinking, I've got to have a rethink here about what I'm doing.
So Johnny Wilkinson for you. Who for you, Joel?
No, Zinny will tell you that there's about 36 All Blacks who fit into that category. But there are two that fit into it almost perfectly. They are almost the complete players at the moment. And that would be Richie McCaw and Daniel Carter. In their game, they have every single skill you can imagine.
John, do you agree with Joel, those two miles ahead of the rest?
Look, it's hard to go past Dan Carter and Richie McCaw. But from Australia's point of view, you have a guy like Phil Ward, who very much encapsulates what a modern professional has to be, the preparation. Also the fact that sometimes there's a lot of rivalry between he and George Smith as to who should be Australia's open-side flanker. So you've got to have a guy who's not content to sit on the bench. He's still going to fight his guts out to try to get back in the team, and that's a great trait.
Philippe, who would you say?
I can tell you two names. Is the number 10 from Australia, Stephen Larkham, because he's playing from a long time in the same team. And one French name as well, like Yannick Josion. It's very important to have players who try to improve their rugby, but for the team performance as well. And of course, there are many New Zealanders.
Can you pick one, Zinzan, out of the pool, the deep pool?
I want to take a little step backwards of a guy I played with, or mostly against, is a guy, Australian guy, George Gregan. I think for a guy that's sort of stemmed the amount of games that he's played, but the way, I just feel that he's a total professional player in terms of like attitude, the way he commits himself to the course and that. And it's not just about just playing the game on the field. It's about the balance of what you have off the field as well, which I think gives you that complete rugby player.
Very good, lads. No one mentioned themselves.